Hey, good news. See it bouncing?
Yeah.
There it is. You cannot imagine. We're back! Yay! Hi. That was fun.
Yeah.
Let's try that again, shall we? Hi. Welcome to Heavy Cardboard. I'm your host, Edward.
John.
Live. Hey, it happens. All right. So tonight we got Speakeasy. The solo. We're going to tag team it. Yep. And what y'all missed earlier was I enjoy Vital's games. Obviously tonight is sponsored. Eagle-Gryphon is...
They don't see us.
What? Okay. No. They're on a 22nd.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. I promise. I promise we're good now. Hi. Like, if you can hear us, wave. Okay. All right. Seriously, though. Welcome, everybody. Tonight, we got the solo for Speakeasy, designed by Vital Lacerda, Ian O'Toole artwork, obviously, and published by Eagle-Gryphon. Tonight, sponsored as well. We have the pre-production copy of it. It looks... Well, if y'all saw it last week, we did the 3-player with me GMing and John playing, and yeah. So anyway, John's a bit of a fanboy.
Oh yeah, big time.
Huge,
yeah,
huge.
Yeah. That's an understatement. But.
So we played this on Sunday up at his house up in basically Canada. And no, he lives up north in New Hampshire. So anyway, we played it on Sunday. Shelly was awesome. Shelly's the developer of this, and she basically held our hands for the questions that we had and everything. So really appreciate that. I see Shelly is in chat. And in addition, Shelly's in Germany. Everybody is in Germany right now because Spiel unofficially starts tomorrow and then starts on Thursday. So yeah, today, solo. But tag team. So I am not going to do a full teach. Why? Because I did a very thorough one. Very thorough last week. What I am going to do is give an overview on how it works. And then we'll talk about how Joe works. Joe being the AI, as you can see somewhere right there. And then from there, we'll get started. Yeah. And then kind of teach it as we go for the most part.
Yeah.
You excited?
Oh, yeah. I'm pumped.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, awesome. All right. Refresh is all I can say for y'all because everything looks good on our end now. So
Chip said he hears it okay. So.
Okay, good. All right. I appreciate it. Good. All right. Sorry about the technical issues. Oh, when in doubt, step 1, reboot. It worked. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So here is Speakeasy set up for the solo game. Our player board and our tableau is basically from here to here. This is all our stuff. This is going to be our safe. So this is the money that we have to launder 2 to 1. This is our cash. And this will be kind of my active play area there. Mm-hmm. We have the helpers over here. We have Joe's area, which is going to be, well, really it's this area over there. Setup cards, we'll talk about all that. Other than that, we have the main board. We have Manhattan, 1921, ready. We have all the worker placement spots up top. Also, I would like to point out, and this is something I didn't point out during the multiplayer game, is this is a double-sided board, so it's really small, but you can kind of see those little marks. That is for the solo and the 2-player. So this is effectively set up as the 2-player game, with Joe being the 2nd player. We have the dock set up over there. We have the mobster board there, the ops cards there, so on and so forth. Other than that, a couple of things. All normal caveats, rules, artwork, components, all subject changes available on Kickstarter right now. Go check it out. Links down below. And last but not least, our Votes for Women X's make an appearance in almost every one of our streams. They are not a part of this game, but because we are streaming this and to make it pop a little bit more for y'all, there are randomly some areas that are out of play in the 2-player game. Those are used with the gray X's. Those are a part of the components, whereas the red X's are not. I just did it to make it clearer for y'all at home. All right. So randomly, it's 2 in downtown, 2 in midtown, 1 in uptown. So it's 2 and 5 are out of play, 7 and 11 are out of play, and 15's out of play. What does out of play mean? We can still move through it. We can still deliver through, and do whatever we need. Cops will show up. Gangsters will not show up there, and we can never build in there. So effectively, they're completely null. Even though a cop shows up here, it's just never going to show up. There's no point to put the component out. It is what it is. So, how do you actually play this game? Well, it's a worker placement game. At the beginning of the game, or I should say after pregame. Pregame is this stuff up there. Right here, we have 4 actions or 4 player turns, and Joe, being a player, will get 4. In the second act, each of us will get 3, and then in the final act, 1. In addition, on these first 3 acts, there will be a Lucky Luciano phase or a mobster phase. So the mobsters will come out, cops will come out, and then we will score, as you can see all this. But in that final act, we get 1 action, and then we straight up go into final scoring, and that's it. We do not do our area majority scoring. So on our turn, we are going to place capos out into the various worker placement spots up there, take an action, alternate, doing our things, and ultimately in the goal of making money. Money is how you get things done, but it's also victory points. I would say, I don't know, 320 to 500 is probably the scores that you're going to be looking at, I think. Some better than others. Now, with that said, let's go and talk about how Joe set up. Do you want to talk about how that goes?
Yeah, sure. So Joe uses all the player pieces that a normal player would use, except for trucks and a strength marker are out of the game. And this is Joe's operation board here. So Joe's operation board has the speakeasies, the nightclubs, and the casinos up here up top. Joe stores city tiles in this spot and dock tiles here, crates, I should say. Here is going to be Joe's action deck, which we're going to prepare in a second here. And this is Joe's district deck, which dictates where Joe essentially builds buildings.
Yep.
And as part of setup, Joe still is going to go out there based on a district card.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So there are how many different levels of difficulty for the AI?
4, I
There's
believe.
4.
Yep.
It's on one of those.
Yeah, so it's Duck Soup is the easiest.
Okay, we're not playing that one.
Gangster, because that's who we are.
I mean, West Side. All right, yeah.
Consigliere is hard.
No, we got pounded on Gangster as is.
And Brick Wall is very hard. Yeah.
That sounds like
we'll get there someday.
Yeah, we'll keep drinking milk.
Right,
so we're gonna play the Gangster level.
Yeah.
So what that means, so it's 2 of 4, if you will, is if you look over here, I don't actually. You know what? Here, I'll just drag it on over. So hold on one second. Let me. Eventually, there we go. There are the levels of cards. So they range from 0 to 4. Right. And then how do we set up their deck?
Yeah, so the 0 actions tend to be a little easier. So as you increase in difficulty, you're putting less zeros into the deck.
Right.
Right. So deck 2 and 3 each have 2 zeros. To start the game, we're going to combine deck 1 and 2 together, shuffle them together, and those are going to be Joe's actions, 4 of them. The 2 that are left over are going to go into here, and then the 2 left over from that are going to go into here, and that'll be the 4.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, so make it so.
Yep.
All right, so while he's shuffling those up, we're going to go into pregame and randomized turn order. So here we go. Where's the first? All right, so we're first, which that means Joe gets to do their setup stuff first, I believe.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
All right, so going through the little... By the way, kind of like how the player aid is like this for the multiplayer player aid, there is one of these. It's, I think, over in the box.
Yeah.
It's out of date. It's changed, so we actually just printed stuff off for it, but this is effectively... all the rules and the player aid for the solo is the equivalent size.
Yeah.
So with that said, go for it.
Yep. So in reverse turn order, which we've done, Joe's setup is going to draw a district card from the deck until an empty district space is drawn.
Okay.
All right, so
Number nine. Number 9 is not empty.
Right, correct.
Okay.
So we're going to keep drawing until we find an empty one.
11's out of play. 5 out of play. Clearly not staged. 13 empty. Good to go.
Okay. Yep. So in that case, he's going to place his still on the leftmost or top building space of that district.
Okay.
And place the city tile on his operations board.
There we go.
Yep.
Done. And what the tile is doesn't matter. It's just bonus points for him at the end of the...
Yep. And normally at the top of these district cards, there's a bonus that Joe's going to get, but in this case, it doesn't happen during setup. So these are going to get shuffled back in.
Okay, and that's it for
That's
Joe's.
it for Joe's
right?
setup.
All right, so for us, let's see. All right, weird. For those that are having issues on the sound, just refresh and hopefully that's all working out, because everything, let me just double check on my end, because now I'm just paranoid. Everything looks good on our end, so just let us know.
A few people said it was good.
Okay, all right, good. All right, so pregame setup is we get to place
So in a 2-player game.
right.
Yeah.
First things first, we go over to the docks and we get the bonus for doing that. We do that first.
Yep.
Okay. So, getting a city extra card isn't terrible. Getting a book early, if we're gonna do books, getting books early seems like not a terrible idea. What do you think?
I think there's a good argument for a goon if we want to get into gangster areas early, so we don't have to deal with them later.
That's
just,
also a fair point.
It's not something I've been working with a little bit, but
okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, looking at what boats we might want to go after, I kind of like where is the blue boat? The blue boat is down here looking. Yeah.
But they are cheaper right now, though, too. So a free $1 goon may not be as attractive.
Getting a city tile, helper card, a book.
And what are our ops cards looking like?
I guess we could actually keep these face up, because honestly.
So we're gonna put protection out eventually.
Right.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one. That purple one, with a family member. This red one will get us a book. If we just take the card, we can end up getting a book if we play it. And it's got 2 leverage.
And you know what? I like it. Let's do it. And I want to be downtown, so we're going to actually place right there, which that gets us a card. We'll draw that card, and that becomes ours. So there. Then we get to place one of our stills. I'm sorry, our still or our speakeasy, if we wish, or somewhere out there on the board. We start with $15 liquid cash. We can choose any of these. We're going to start with one of those. On Sunday, we tried a no still. It is viable. I just didn't do it very well. The obvious one is the bump.
Yeah.
The other, the question, it's either a family member or the bump.
Well, so after this, we're going to get to play a card. So maybe forego. I was going to suggest getting this family member.
But we don't have anything. Oh, we don't get the action. So that
We don't get
actually
the action,
makes
but
sense.
yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense. So I think we build that one. That's going to cost us $3. The $3, get 2 back. 1, 2, like so. Actually, that works. There we go. So we paid for it. Now we're going to place it out there. Now, where are we going to place it? $20 for first, $30 for first, $40 for first. The only problem is he took the best area out there. Now this does have higher priority than a still.
Right.
And production, if we take that, then that leads us towards getting a still out there.
And we do want to cut him off at the pass quite a bit, right?
I think
it's
so.
Not
So
a bad
yeah,
idea.
I'm good with that. We'll go ahead and build it there. We do have to worry about a cop coming out later on, but that's done. So now that we have placed that, now we get a bump. I mean, do we do the
Strength.
the obvious one is strength. However, the other argument that can be made is placing that up to where we can get a second protection out and get a second family. But I think strength is probably still the right answer. So there, we then get a bump on the infamy track. that's done for that. Now we get to play a card. We'll go ahead and play the purple card as we said. So when we play it during pregame, we only get the top left, and then we tuck the card for the leverage. We don't get to do the main action. So that says that gets us a family member. We have room for one family member right there, placed good. By the way, these normally stand up like this. However, because we're streaming and because, you know, they're dual layer boards, just to make it easier for y'all to see them like this. So I lay them down. We're going to here. Tuck that in like that. So, and that is our pregame. Done. All right. Okay, so now the game begins.
Yep.
So it is first and second in that turn order. We could do similar to what we tried to do on Sunday, which was go ahead and delete, but we only have one speakeasy.
Yeah, and they say if you do what you always done, you're going to get what you always got, and we got.
We got.
Bad.
Yeah, it was not great. So the gangsters that are out here, so only 4 of the 6 in a 2-player game are available. So we have free hiring for muscle there, 2 city tiles there. We have defense whenever new gangsters come in, and we have a couple of family members. Mm-hmm. The leverage, I think that's 3-finger. He is out of our game, unfortunately. So I'm not super motivated to go there. I mean, building the speakeasies usually is a solid default action. What do you think?
Yeah, or still.
Well, yeah, but putting them
building,
out either way, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
we can get a helper card. And this $5 helper card doesn't seem great, but maybe at the beginning of the game.
I mean, that's when it's best, right?
Yeah.
So I like that idea. So let's go ahead for our first action. So to be clear, here are how a round works. Return capos. Well, we don't need to do that. Player rounds. That's where we're at here in the meat. Helper card, we don't have any. We'll talk about that later. Capo action. So send your worker, go do an action, and then draw an ops card. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So we're coming out here, going out to the city planner. And the city planner, we will go to the right side there. So when we go to the right side, we get to do that. And then whether you went to the left or right, you get to do that. So in this case, we get to draw a helper card. It's always of the face-up variety. Mm-hmm. So there are 3. Get 2 family members. Awfully tasty. Mm-hmm. Draw a card of your choice. Also tasty. Or $5. And as we've established, I think if we're going to do it, doing it early. So we'll draw that one. That immediately refills. So we have there, draw a green card. What these matter, these are the actions that you can take at the beginning of your turn. And because we just drew a helper card, it's not the beginning of our turn. But also, for next turn or subsequent turns, you can do it once. They're one time only. Then it's a bottle collection. Your bottle collection at the end of the game, for every different one, you get that amount of money extra at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. All right? So that's what that is. All right. So with that said, we now have our helper card here. This helper card, actually, this is just going to live up here with our cards. As a reminder, we can do this. When it's done, we're actually going to go ahead and put it over here. It's then been used. It's a one-time use, and it's only for the bottle collection.
It goes in your safe.
Right.
So.
Yeah. All right. So that is the first part of the action. And the second part now is you can build 2 speakeasies or a speakeasy and a still or up to that amount. Anywhere out there on the board, following the exact same rules that we just did. The only thing we don't get to do is play a card because that's a separate action. So, with that said, looking at our tableau, let's go. Here we go. Now, when we clear out an entire bucket, so these 3, or these 3, it's going to give us that amount of discount for whenever we upgrade to a nightclub or a casino.
Yeah.
So, question is, what do we go with? I mean, we got the obvious one. Do we lean into this? A, they're cheaper, but it also means cheaper discount, i.e. lesser discount. We don't have room for the family member on our board because we only have room for 1 here, so we can't put a second one out. The temporary leverage is nice. The book, these feel more later. Now, this is the still,
Right.
mind you. But for the second Speakeasy.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're the Godfather. You're going to make the final decision. I'm just looking at this city tile out here, and we are probably going to go to the restaurant at some point.
Sure.
That'll get us a city tile, and I'm trying to think of Joe, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to take this one. This is pretty tasty. He's going to take the most expensive ones first,
Right. So the 20, the 10, the 5.
So
right.
we have some time to get that. These are hard to come by sometimes.
That's a fair look. Hey, yeah. I dig it. So let's go ahead and place that one. That's going to cost us $3. So the $3 says we get 7 back because this is liquid cash, is walking around money. So there we go. So that is paid for this. We get to do that action after we place it out here. Now looking at the end of round, or the good Lord, the region.
Yeah. The goals.
The goals.
The zone goals. Yeah.
So this is 2 speakeasies in different ones out here. This is a speakeasy and a nightclub in the same one. And this is a speakeasy and a casino in a different one.
All protected.
Right. Yeah. All of those are protected. So honestly, that doesn't really help us as far as narrowing down where to place this, simply because a second one is going to work. Whether it's out here, the only thing we wouldn't want to do is put it there, and we can't. So honestly, I'm leaning more towards downtown, just because there's less cops.
It'll depend where we build our still too, if we want to deliver.
Correct.
Right.
And if we attack the docks, we can always grab a barrel, place it there, and have our still more down this side of things. I don't have a super strong feeling about this. I will say I like having either the card or the extra build there. The only problem with that is our strength is 2. 3, we need to exceed that, which is 4. So that's unlikely. Getting potentially a free goon. Being able to sell is an action. What do you think?
I think they're all viable. I was originally thinking 10 with the still, and then we can deliver to both those spots for now and then upgrade.
So that could be our second one, but what do we do with this one? If we're going to build the still there, and I agree with that, I like that idea. Gives us a little bit of central.
Yeah. But we also want to diversify too for zone scoring, for the Luciano payouts, right? So down here could work out. Joe doesn't have a presence in there yet.
The other thing to think about, do you think realistically we're going to be able to get...
No. No.
No? Okay, so if that's the case, having a still, so I think we punt on this one.
If we do we have to intentionally try for those, I think, so, yeah.
All right, so if that's the case, let's go ahead. There's already a cop. When we go ahead and place protection, we're going to want to place 2. That would get that out there, so we play that card first. That's 2, that's 3, we need 4. I like the idea, then, of coming over here, getting the family member one, drawing that there. So we've placed that. Now that we've placed it, we now go ahead and get a city tile here. Oh, hey, Randall's here. What's up, Randall? Hope the jet lag's not too bad. So the city tile is any of the face-up city tiles. I like the idea of taking the helper card, as you just mentioned there. A moment. So...
yeah, especially now we are going to need protection.
Right.
With 2 cops now.
Yeah, and I think getting both of those out and not having to worry about our still immediately, I like this idea. All right, so with that said, the second thing is we go ahead and put our still out. So that's going to cost us $5 there. And as we established, talking about going out there into Midtown, and I think drawing the card one.
Yeah.
So placing that there. So we get this back onto our board. That is now our 4th city tile. So restaurant looking important. And then we get a temporary leverage to be able to place out family members for protection. So that is both of our actions to be able to do that. What, anything else?
I was going to refill that.
Oh, good call. And then we have the ops cards. So now it's a question of what card do we want? Now, we did just get rid of our purple card.
Yeah.
So drawing the purple card makes sense. We are going to be playing both of those red cards for sure, in short order. So sure, why don't we go ahead and grab the purple one? Plus it gives us extra bumps, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and we will need leverage because we're at 4. So
Yep.
unless we, well, order's gonna matter. So
Yeah. All right, so that's our first action. Again, we're talking through all of this and it's going slowly, but it'll pick up pace as we go. All right, so now it is Joe's turn.
Yep.
So Joe's first turn is, here we go.
Turn this over, and you want to put it over.
Oh,
here
yeah. You know what? No, I
No?
think we can
Okay.
see it. I know I said, but no, I think that works. So run us through how the order of all this works and the whole
So the first thing that happens is Joe's going to put a capo at this location. So in this case, it's the garage.
All right, so going to grab one of these. And
left.
It always goes left to right in this game, so the capo will go there. If we ever want to go there, Joe gets bumped out. And what happens at that point?
Yep, so we're going to follow the order of operations here. So he's going to get a bump on green.
Which then gets a bump on the infamy track. Done.
Yep. Then he's going to place a building. So in this case, he's going to place a speakeasy. All right, so we have to decide where this is going to go, and it's going to be based on the district card. So we're going to flip over a district card, and I'll just check this out real quick. So in placing a building, Joe follows the normal rules. So to determine the location, you draw the card from the district deck. If you can't go to that district, then you keep drawing. So let's see what happens. So we're going to be in 15, but before we do that, Joe's going to get the bonus up here.
Right.
Yeah, and in this case, it's a helper card.
So the helper card, it's going to be the highest value helper card that he doesn't already have. Well, he doesn't have one, so he's going to grab that one.
Yeah.
And this card is just going to go into his tableau right there.
Yep.
And then we will refill.
Refill.
There we go. Done.
Yep.
Okay.
So now we look at the district number. In this case, it's 15.
15 is closed, so nothing. Done.
Yep, so we're going to keep drawing. 1.
All right. 1 is viable. However, notice it's a second helper card. Because it's a second helper card, he does not get that. However, if it were a different bonus, he would get the bonus.
Yep.
So as it is, ignore the bonus, but District 1, if we take a look at it out there, District 1, hey, that's where we are, so he does get to build there.
Yep.
There's only one viable location, obviously. He takes the city tile, puts it onto his board.
Here.
Okay, so now, Joe is not done because that was only the second action.
Yep. So his third action is deliver barrels. So Joe doesn't use trucks like we talked about, and he can deliver anywhere on the board, right? So the number of barrels Joe can deliver is limited to his fleet operation. So in this case, 2.
Okay.
Right, so he can deliver 2 barrels. If he has no barrels, he takes from the cheapest ship.
Okay.
Now, it looks like at this point, Mr. Rothstein's ship is the cheapest.
Correct.
So 9.
Yep.
Yep.
So that goes there.
Yep. And he's delivering 2 barrels. So now we have to look at cheapest ship again.
Which is, again, it's going to be Rothstein's because 10.
Yep.
And tied top to bottom, left to right. So both of those go into his area. Okay, now he's going to deliver them.
So he delivers them to his highest value operating building.
Okay, highest. Well, there's only one.
Yep.
Check that. He has none because that is not, operating because it is not protected.
So these are going to remain in his still for now.
All right, so his still is basically his player area.
Right.
And his still technically is there, but you get the idea.
Yep.
Okay, so that's deliver. Okay, and now the last thing is...
Yep, so sell barrels. So Joe can sell barrels based on the party track level, which is 1. The price per barrel is based on infamy track.
Just like us, so
Yep.
here.
And in this case, he would sell 1 building to the highest level operating building, but Joe has no operating buildings to sell to yet. So in this case, nothing's going to happen.
Right, so the last 2 actions on that card, even if all 4 of them couldn't be done, he just doesn't do anything. You don't draw another card, you don't do anything like that, just done.
Have to move that. But
Okay, done. All right, so that's Joe's turn. Our turn. Okay, so we have built. By the way, so here's a question that I don't think we've encountered.
What's that?
Does the boat move?
Well, it follows all 2-player rules.
Okay, so the answer is yes. So
yeah.
he bought from the gray boat.
Mm-hmm.
The gray boat moves. Then he bought from the gray boat again. Gray boat moves. Goes clockwise. No. Goes right there. There we go. All right. So now it's our turn. First things first. I don't know about you. I like money.
I like money too.
So
you do too?
Yeah. Crazy, right? So we'll grab the nickel. So there's that. So this is now used. So you know what? We'll just start, because all that matters is the bottle. So we'll just tuck that, and we'll keep tucking them like that.
Yep.
Okay? Done. Now the question is, what do? We do have some city tiles to make use of, and playing a card and 2 city tiles certainly seems like a really, really good thing to do. However, playing the card is 1, 2 there. Getting that. So here's the conundrum. I want to bump this, but the way to bump this, because of the tiles that we've chosen, is by playing a card. But I don't want to put out protection until we've bumped it. You see the conundrum.
Right. Well,
so maybe we wait on that, and we figure out a way to bump up the red track, which is play a card, play any card.
I mean, we could hire some goons. We could go to commission, and get a
partner.
Yeah.
Get a bump. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Let's look at doing that. All right. So moving up to the commission. So we're going to take one of our capos, one of our workers, and we're going to go ahead, and it does not matter which one we go to in the 2-player game. So you know what? That's a little bit closer for me. So helper card or a bump. We've already established we're going to go ahead and get the bump. The bump is going to be on the VIP. So anytime you bump any of the 5 tracks here, you get a bump on the infamy track. Bump. Okay, done. Now we can hold 2 family members. So that's really good for us. All right. Next, we get both of those. We could do those in either order. So this is the universal of do either of those. The dotted line says you get to do both. That is, hire as many goons or one-time strength, temporary strength.
Yep.
And the other is to get an associate. So if we look at the associates, the association board, on the left side there, we can partner up with him. And if we do, he gives us a 4 strength for $5. But the first time we use it, it's just straight up free.
Yeah.
So that's not terrible there. The other mobsters that are available are Joe Masseria. So he gets us 2 family members. Psst, that's the one we're going to choose. Waxy Gordon gets us 2 city tiles. We don't have room for him. It'd be wasted. And a +1 defense whenever we go up against new gangsters. So I think we associate with Joe Masseria. So that's going to go into 9.
Yep.
So going into 9 says we cannot take over either of those speakeasies. So we're going to go ahead, take that onto our board. When we do so, we get to do whatever the action is. It says we get 2 family members. We get to place 1 here on our board to a maximum of that. So we have room. That's good to go. And the other is out there in the docks. And then after we do that, we're going to flip that over. And we've shown that we've used that bonus. So coming over here to the docks now, just like we did earlier, we can place it in any available spot. Getting the card, not terrible. Getting a free goon, all that does is make it more expensive for us. Getting a book. So it's a card or a book is basically what it comes down to. And I like the idea of going to the left downtown, which is that. So any of those locations, what do you think?
When we played the solo game, Joe's book action stole from us a couple times on there. Do you remember on the infamy track?
Yes.
He got those.
Yeah.
So maybe we want to get a book.
I'm good with that. I'm also a little gun shy because we were so hamstrung. We were card poor.
Right. That's
in that.
Well, okay. That's a good.
I mean but you need books to be able to make use of, and we are talking about well, no, we're going to do city tiles and playing a card, so we don't need the books right now. You know what? Let's get the card.
Yeah, it is.
Right
it's
now.
easy to underestimate the importance of cards. In
Yeah,
this.
having liquidity. Yeah. So it's honest to God, it's not just the action of the card; it's the resource.
It is a currency.
The actual, exactly, the currency of the card. So I don't know that it matters terribly which card we choose. So looking at the ops cards, what do you think? Grab whichever one. Follow your heart, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got a couple reds already. We're probably going to be transporting at some point. Yeah. And we have a production city token. So there you go.
Done. All right. So there is another card. So we have, to be clear, we've done the top. We did the association. That's placing a family member there, a family member, and getting that and showing that we now are partners, if you will, with Joe. Different Joe, but Joe the Boss Masseria. So now that we've done that, the second part is we can hire goons. Now, looking at our board, we can hire up to 5 more goons right here. Yeah. Always low, cheapest to not. And you know what? We have $9. We're going to hire at least 2.
Definitely. For
$3. So the question is, are we going to hire more?
So we're at 5 strength now with the boss.
Right.
Plus a goon is 6. Now we're at 8. Mob War is 6 to 8.
Is it worth the $3 for one more goon?
It might not be. And if we do some transporting...
Which right now, yeah, we do have one.
We do have some money to buy a barrel. I haven't looked at that, but I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I think we're good there. I think so. All right, so our action's done. We need to now, at the end of our turn, every turn, draw a new card. This actually I will put over here just because it's getting cluttered. So another card. Let's go and grab that purple one, the selling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it is a no leverage, but it gets us some bumps.
Yeah, so if we discard one, we still have it in our back pocket. Right. Done. Joe's turn.
Okay. Another 1 card. So it looks like City Hall. All right. There you go. Do you want me to
sorry. City Hall. I'm over here zoning. I apologize. Okay. Left side.
Yep.
So there. I always forget to actually place his capos. I'm just like, okay, we're going through the end. No. Place his capo. Step 1.
And we can bump him to the park. He gets $5 if we do that.
Right.
So, so step 1 here is go up on the VIP track. So
which means he then goes up there. Okay, next.
So now he's going to place protection. Okay. So the way that works is there's a hierarchy in how this works. So the number of family members Joe can send is based on this VIP track, and in this case, he's still only at 1.
Okay.
So he starts with buildings with cops first.
Okay, so there is a cop there. There is not a cop there. Those are his only 2 buildings. So clearly, he's going there. So it's now protected.
No, it's not. No, it's
there we go.
Yep.
All right. So that is sending protection.
Yep, that's it. All right. And now he's going to build another Speakeasy.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to look at district cards again. 12.
District 12 is available.
Yep.
So it is another mobsters.
So in the rule for Joe, he does not need strength to... He always has the strength to take over the speakeasies. The only time strength comes into play with him is the money he pays during the mob war, which we'll see.
Yep, but he automatically just wins.
Yep.
So he gets the tile, just like normal, there and there.
Yep. And then on this district card, there is no... bonus, so that does not happen.
All right, so he's placed this speakeasy, and now?
So now he's going to do the production action again. We haven't done that yet. So production works the same way as it would for a player. He produces 1 barrel, and that's it. And it goes to his still. So
that's his action.
Yep.
Done. Our third action. Now, we have enough cards, and we currently have 4 leverage. We're going to the restaurant.
We have 4 leverage?
We do. We have going to be 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So here's how this is going to go. We're going to place our capo up to the restaurant. When you go to the restaurant, the first thing you'll notice you must do is you have to discard a card. So we're going to go ahead and discard one of the purple cards. It goes to the bottom of the decks. All those decks are face up. Done. Then you change turn order. So turn order, we can either stay first, but when we stay first, it costs 4 leverage per protection that you place out. And we're going to have 4, and we want to place 2, so therefore we're going to want to go second. But to do that, that's going to cost us another card to discard. So from our tableau, at this point, I think we go ahead and get rid of one of the green cards that we have. So that one gets discarded up there. So now we have paid 2 cards just to go to the restaurant and just to go second. So now that we've done that, we then can do 2 of those 3 things. Either play a card, play 2 city tiles, and cook the books. Or cook the books, I should say. And that is 3 books, potentially, that you can place out there on the board to get money into your safe. Well, we have no books, so we're not going to do that. So clearly, we're going to play a card, and we're going to play city tiles. I'm pretty sure the order of operations here is going to be play the card, and then place the city tile, or play the city tile. So coming back to our tableau, it has to be a 2 leverage card, which the only one we have that has 2 leverage is going to be this red card, plus that's actually the card we want to play.
Right.
So we're going to play the red card to our tableau. When you do that, you do the top left-hand corner. That is, get a book. Hey, we got us a book. That's for cooking the books, i.e., stealing money or skimming money. Now that that's done, now we get to place protection. Our protection, whenever we place it, is based on how many family members we have, as well as where we are in turn order and how much leverage it's going to cost. So in that case, it's going to cost us 2 leverage per family member that we're going to place. Well, we have 2. We're allowed to have 2. So we want to place 2. So how this works is we are going to go ahead and tuck this card there. We have 2, 3, 4. So we'll discard that temporary. That's 4 leverage. That means we can place both of our family members. Where do we want to place them? Well, the obvious spots, where the cop is currently, as well as where the cop is going to be right there. Do we want to protect her still? Of course. But that's not the priority right now. So that was that. I'm happy. That was efficient. That felt good. We nailed that.
We still have more city tiles to put out.
Yeah, hey, all right. So now that we have done all that, we have 2 city tiles. Now, we could produce some booze if we want, but if we do so, we only produce 1 barrel. Not super sexy. However, getting a family member back, awesome. Also, getting a helper card, which would get us either a card or 2 family members, also awesome. So we are definitely going to be playing that one. The question is, so we'll start with that. So the helper cards, so looking at it, I'm not going to lie, I could make a case for all 3 of these.
Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty good too.
Because this says this allows you to play or do the action of any action that's out there.
And again, we know he's not going to get this. Because he'll get this before that. So.
Right. And actually, the one that he's going to take first is this one because it's $10, $10, and he always goes left to right. So honestly, taking that one, because if he ends up taking that, not the end of the world, then we get the 2 family members. So I think we take that and we're ready for next time.
That sounds right.
All right. So we got that, and hopefully that's another 10. Nope. So he's going to take this one. I'm just going to kind of...
If he
gets a helper card, that's the card he's going to take. All right? Okay. So that being done... Okay, so that was 1 family tile. Or, I'm sorry, 1 city tile. So now, we don't want to produce liquor yet. So the question is, family member or card? We have 4 cards. That feels good. We're going to get a 5th because we're going to be drawing another card. I think we can sit on that. I think we get the family member. I understand that one is potentially, or maybe we just go ahead and get the card so if he takes it, we don't worry about it.
Can I make another suggestion?
Sure, yeah.
if we produce, I know we only get one barrel, but then if we take the transport action next, we can just buy one from a rum runner, and then deliver two. I have to look at where the rum runners are, though.
I don't think we could.
Yeah.
Because it's here and here, and that's too far away.
Right.
We won't have enough movement
Okay.
to be able to do two. Mm-hmm. The only way we could do that is if we somehow got our truck up to 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Which,
so I mean,
hold on, bum for a card.
Well, I mean,
hold on.
Yeah.
So that would be 3 movement in both trucks. Then we could do that.
Yeah, because we could start here and from the still. So rum runner, production still, boom.
Yeah.
I mean, that is possible. Yeah.
It is.
Then we'd have a truck on both ends of the island too.
I kind of like that idea, actually. Now, again, by doing that, we're going to be limited on cards. We're going to be running up against it again. Mm-hmm. So the question is, do we take the card and we end up stealing a couple of bucks from ourselves to just buy 2 barrels?
Well, we're not going to pay any. Well, what boat are we looking at? We're looking at the blue boat.
The blue or the gray.
But the problem is then we are really far away from delivering. So if we produce, we have a barrel.
No, we'll have 2 trucks out. We're still going to have 2 trucks out.
Right, but the truck has to be where the rum runner is.
Right. So we put one out here, and we just put another out. Or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if you do the +2, I guess you could.
Purple. Hold on. Purple boat is currently $6, and so $5. So in a perfect world, it'd be blue and orange, and we would have 3 movement, 5 movement. 1, 2. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah,
no, we totally
5
can.
Also, too. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So either way.
Yeah.
Point being, I think we take the card and don't produce. We buy the second barrel.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll grab a card. What card? I don't care.
Well, we have every color. I would maybe purple has 2 leverage on it in a book.
Purple or orange are the 2 that I can make a case for.
Yeah.
Right now. So follow your heart.
I'll go purple.
Hey, Vital's here. What's up, Vital? All right. All right. So we're going with a purple card. Okay.
Party card, I should say.
Or jazz card, technically. Yes. All right. So that was both of our tiles. When you play tiles, these come out into the middle. Like so. There. All right. That was a long turn. That was a lot of stuff going on. But the restaurant is the action that is kind of the big action. So now, Joe's turn.
No, now we draw a card.
Oh, God.
Can't
thank
forget
you.
that.
Yeah, I am terrible about that.
Yeah.
So you know what? Grab us the orange card.
The one we were,
Yeah, that works out. And now we have a good card economy. Mm-hmm. We have 6 cards. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
Now it's Joe's turn. Yep. And you can tell because there's 3 of our workers out there and only 2 of Joe's.
Oh, the zeros are at the bottom.
Hey, we have to put out a capo for him. See, I remember it this time. Yeah. So going
city planner.
To the city planner. Yep, left. Okay.
So he's going to bump up on the party track.
Okay. Yep. Now, on the infamy track over here, you'll notice that setup for Joe is just like in a regular, except he does not get family members out here on the infamy track. So ignore that. Done.
Right.
But he is going to get for payment for whenever he delivers, so on and so forth.
Yep. Okay. So now he's going to sell. All right. So we'll go through that again because now he has legitimate place to sell.
Yeah, he has one option.
So the number of barrels Joe can sell is on the party track. So in this case, 2 barrels. Right. The price per barrel is based on his position on the infamy track.
Which that's just going to be over here. So I'll show you all this. So this, sorry about that. Right here, he hasn't reached space 12, which unlocks that spot. So right here. So he's going to get $10 if it's sold from a speakeasy, $15 from a nightclub or a casino. Keep going.
Yep. And since he can sell 2 barrels, he does have 2 operating buildings. This speakeasy and that one.
Right. This one doesn't have police, so he can sell 2. So he does. He sells them both. That's going to be $10 each. So he gets $20.
20 bucks. Yep.
Done.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So now he's gonna build a nightclub. It looks like.
He be clubbing. All right.
Yep, so we're gonna do the district cards. District 3.
Hey, look at that. We did prepare for this. So we know he's taking that for the helper.
Yep.
So there, and new helper card. Okay, done. And District 3 club. Top to bottom, left to right. So it's going to be that one. I'll trade you.
And Joe never upgrades, just straight up builds.
Yep.
He takes the city tile.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just one building. Some of them do have 2 on there. And then there's a new action here for Joe, and that's going to be attack a rum runner ship. So I'll read through this since it's the first time.
Yep.
But Joe was going to gain $1 from our pocket for each of our family members used, and that's going to be based on which rum runner is attacked. Joe always has enough strength, just like with everything else.
Yep.
Joe always attacks the ship with the most barrels.
Okay, so if we look at the docks, there are 3 options that have 5 barrels. Boom, boom, boom. All right, keep going.
Yep.
And if tied, it's top to bottom, left or top to bottom, I guess. Yeah?
Yep, in a tie, he attacks ship in the lowest numbered district.
Ah.
Yeah.
So lowest numbered district looks like it's going to be number 2. So Stephanie St. Clair is who's going to get fought. Okay.
Yep, so he gains $5 in Act 1.
Okay, right. So he gets $5 there. Takes the barrel. Takes the crate, which that's the one I really
And we
wanted.
didn't have any family members there, right, in that dock?
The
blue dock? Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We did, yep. So in that case, we would get $1 from the bank for each of your family members at the dock of the attack ship.
Thank you. And that unfortunately doesn't come from Joe. It comes from the bank.
Yep.
Boo.
Yeah.
All right, so pardon my big old noggin, but that's a big reach. That comes out there. And hey, good news, bad news. That moves as well.
Yeah. Oh, right, because they weren't operating at first. They were just at his stills. So he doesn't get the $10 yet. They're just delivered there.
You are correct. No, he didn't deliver them. He doesn't do anything.
Sell action. That's right.
You are correct. Thanks, Shelley.
Let's say it does $10. Thank you.
$20. 10 each.
Yeah, 10 each. Yeah.
So, getting back to this. So, to be clear, didn't sell because they weren't at his. Okay, so skipped it. Neighborhood, attack the docks. Anything else for attacking the docks?
No, he would return one of his family members. Got the crate tile. Place the crate tile on his operations board and move a barrel from the attack ship next to one of his highest operating buildings. So
that will be
this one. Yep. Here. And that's operating because there's no police there.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay. Done. Thanks, Chip and Shelley. All right. So if you look, that is 3 and 3. Turn order did change. So therefore, another difference in the 2-player game is operating casinos get $5 instead of 3. So that goes. Now for the last action, you'll notice it's now Joe's turn because he's first in turn order. So Joe, you're up.
Correct.
Hey,
so
it's a zero card. I like that.
All right, so we're going back to City Hall.
Okay.
So in this case, he's going to go to the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
There.
These cards are what make the game easier. You see there's less actions on them. So he's going to bump up on his VIP track.
Boop. Done on the infamy.
He's going to do the protection action. So again, protection is based on his VIP track. So he can do 2 protection at this point. And we'll follow the hierarchy.
So hierarchy is police.
Yep.
So he has protected. No cops. No cops. No cops.
Then
Okay,
it's buildings
next.
with barrels.
Okay, there is a barrel here, so he will get protection put there. I'm going to put the barrel on top so it's easier for them to see. There, and no barrel, no barrel.
And then higher value.
Well, hold on. Here's the question I have now. Technically, the barrels are there at the still.
Right.
Read exactly what it says.
So buildings with barrels.
I would argue there are barrels there.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Okay. So those are his 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's his protection.
Yep, that's his whole action. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, Jason over on Twitch, it's really good. We have really enjoyed all of our plays. I think this is my 8th or 9th play or GMing of the game. So yeah, I'm digging it, obviously. All right, we have one capo left. Let's look at where we are. Let's take stock in where we are.
We got a mob war coming.
Right.
We got police coming.
We got a cop coming here. We're good. That's
Good.
operating.
Yeah.
Nothing going on here. We're okay there. And we have a cop. It's protected. And we have a mob war. So we're going to have to defend that. We currently have a strength of 2. We can hire for another $4 to make it 5, 6, 7, 8. So worst case scenario, we are going to be okay at the end of the mob war.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in that case, if we're not worried about that, we can maybe think of some zone scoring.
I mean, the thing that we were planning on doing was that.
Yeah.
It does give him $5, but I think it's worth it. Before we do this, I do think we go ahead and use our helper card.
Mm-hmm.
And our helper card says, hey, we can use the action of any helper card in the display. There are 3, which upgrade, nice, but not vital right now. Or dare I say, vital. Get a purple card, no. Getting 2 family members is about as good as we could hope for, and we can hold both family members.
Right.
I think we go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So that will get tucked in. We've used that, and now we get 2 family members. So now we are really healthy in that regard. This is about as efficient as I've ever seen that I've ever been able to do in this game. So that's our helper. Now the question is, do we go ahead and buy the alcohol from the rum runners? That's going to be $11. We have 8. It's actually going to be 6 because it's 3 more, but it's 6 when it comes from here. Mm-hmm. We could buy it. We could buy a $6. Let's see, a $5 here and a $6 here with both of our trucks and get it to where we need it to go.
We could also upgrade and do that next round if we don't need the cash now.
I mean, we always need cash.
But it would be good to get some liquid cash so we don't have to keep laundering it.
I see what you did there because it's liquor. It's liquid cash.
That's right.
I see. Well done, you. The other question is, anything else we do is going to cost us money. Everything obviously is going to cost us money. I guess what I'm getting at is getting the trucks out there. We don't really have the strength.
And the plan is to bump green, right? So we're going to get a family member we could put at the docks, and that's going to get us something. So
a family member?
Yeah, because we're going to bump up to the next.
Oh, up there. Yeah. Good call. Right. Which that could get us a goon and a $3 goons or a book. Yeah, I think we do it.
Yeah, so stick with the plan.
I think so. I think we stay on target here. All right, so we have our capo. We're going to go to the park because we want to be able to play the green card. So when we go to the park, how this works is we bump wherever we want and you swap places. Does not matter left or right side. Now, in the solo game, he just straight up gets $5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't take any of the action. Per usual, just gets the money.
And now it's our turn.
Right.
Now we get to do. Mm-hmm. Now, if this were a 2-player game, which, by the way, we will talk about before we get out of here, we'll talk about the 2-player game because you and Jackie got a chance to play it, so we'll talk about that. You get to do one that player that got bumped gets a little kiss on the cheek. They get a temporary leverage, a city tile, or a book.
Right.
But as it is, we get a bump, then we get to play a card. Now, what do we do for the bump?
Yeah, because we're going to bump green twice.
Twice, right? Correct. Yeah. So we don't really need to get past the 3 on that. Mm-hmm. So the question is, I see it as 2 obvious good choices. And those are whenever we produce, to be able to produce. The difference between 1 and 2 is massive.
Yeah.
And getting up to 3 strength. Because once we get to 3 strength, because we're going to be able to put a family member out, we actually can then start going after and attacking the ducks,
We'll
which
be at
gets us
9.
free booze
Yeah.
and So I can make a case for either one of those for bumps. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need the strength because the only ship downtown, right? Unless we move them, right? Because we could.
Yeah.
You could
Oh,
put them here and
totally.
move
Yeah,
them
we
all,
can
so
move them.
that's moot, but.
I mean, strength because it uses less. I don't know.
It's tough.
It really is.
I say still.
All right. That's kind of what I was leaning towards anyway, so
Yeah.
done. So that happened. Now we come over to the infamy track. And by doing that, we get a bump there. We now unlock that family member. That family member, we can't place it here because we only have room, again, for 2. We don't have room for the 3rd or the 4th there. Well, I mean, we have room, but we haven't qualified for being able to do it. So therefore, goes out to the docks. When we place in a docks, I think we get the second book. I think that feels like the right answer.
Yeah.
So it's going to go to the top row. Whenever we place, we then can move any and all of our workers over to the area that we're in, but you don't get the bonuses for doing that.
Yeah, for the extra ones.
So the question is that they are all strength 11 or 12. All the boats.
Right.
So looking at this, the question is, which of the tiles do we want to go after? This one says whenever you sell, you can sell an extra, which means you could sell 3. We only have 2 buildings out there right now. Get an extra movement, get a +1 inherent defense, and this is all your trucks get a +1 movement as well. But also it's based on where your purple mark, I didn't know. Barrels on buildings out there. So if you do this before you sell,
Yeah.
that's going to be 10 or 15 bucks. Not at your still, though. $3 per goon. All of our goons are going to be gone.
Yeah.
And then this one is going to be a straight for sure 100% $15.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be at 3, if not higher. So I think the answer is wherever the gray boat is here. So therefore, we're actually not going to move.
Yeah, so we're going to stay south. Yeah.
Right there. And we will go ahead and get the book. So is this making sense for everybody at home? Are y'all enjoying this? Vital saying place a casino. Well, you know what? I hear you, and you're probably right. We'll make mistakes, but we appreciate that, Vital. All right, so we place that from the family member that we got there from the bump that was there.
Yep.
Now that we've done this, now we actually take the rest of our turn. The rest of our turn says play a card in all of your trucks, get a +2 movement, which is going to be 5 movement for us. How do we know that? Because when we play the green card, the one green card that we have is going to go right there. We get a bump for the green card, boop, which that bump is going to be right there. Then it says, if you want, you can pay a card and get another bump, and we will. And when we do that, we then unlock our second truck. Mm-hmm. All right, so now, what card do we get rid of? I think this orange card?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because, I mean, you can only... I hate to get rid of this because of the leverage.
100%.
Yeah.
And getting a couple of bumps. I think those are for sure. Mm-hmm. And then these, I like the idea of getting a family member more that, and I think so. So this is the card we're going to discard for the free bump. Or free. So now, when we did that, that now hits this spot. When we hit up there, that now allows us the privilege to be able to place a book there. And also, whenever you place a book there, you get an extra bump, which means you get a bump there, which means you get cards. So being able to do that seems like a not terrible idea.
Unless Joe gets it first, because he's coming for that.
Yeah. So, all right, now that that's done, now we get the actual delivery action. And we get a +2 movement on each of our trucks, which that's 3, so that's 5 movement per truck. So we'll do this one at a time. In each truck gets full movement, so that's 5. when they first come out onto the board, they can come out anywhere. So we choose to bring it out here for the gray boat. And the reason is we're going to go ahead and purchase some booze from the rum runners. So that one says that is going to be a $6, a little bit better. So that's $6, and that will get loaded up there. That's $6.
That moves.
And now the question is, do we spend? No, the answer is no, we do not. We cannot afford it. So therefore, we will just go ahead and now the boat moves because we purchased from, but that's actually a not terrible location. 5 movement. 1, 2, drops that off. I see no reason to move it yet.
Well, if we're attacking this one, it's going to move again. So something to consider there. Or we can bring it closer to the still.
So that was 1, 2, 3.
Or to the still. I mean, if.
Yeah. I see you. 4, 5. That's the right call. You are correct. Plus, guess what? There's a boat there. Yeah. So, yeah, you're 100% right. That truck, all that movement, that truck's action is done. This truck comes out, and this truck, I see no reason not to go ahead and take the cheapest one that's left.
Sandra. We know Sandra.
Yeah, Bluey. So that is going to be a $5 one from the salmon colored. So looking over here, that truck is going to come in there, gets that. Now we owe $5 for this. 1, 2, so we owe $3 because it's coming from our safe. It's actually a 2 to 1, so we owe 3, which means 6. We owe. And so that means we get $4 back, and that $4 is still unlaundered for us. So therefore, it stays on this side. So we spent a total of actually $8 for that barrel, but it's there. And now 5 movement over here. 5 says 1, 2, because all movement is orthogonally adjacent, and that shares a side. 3, 4 delivers, and oh, hey, look at that. Ready to go at our still 5. Done. That feels good. I'm just saying, look, I'm not telling you you're wrong, Vital. I'm just saying we're 2 for 2 for moves that just feel right.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You're the godfather.
All right. So that is now the end of the first act. We know that because both of us have 4 capos out there. All right, so what happens now? Now we are going to have a gang war, or the Lucky Luciano phase. The Lucky Luciano phase, so we did the capos, now we're going to do this, then this, then this. So here's how this works. So if we look at the board, in the 2-player game, there are 2 gangsters that are coming out. There is one, and these were randomly assigned, but you knew it before the game started, in 1 and in 8. So Peanut Gallery, we need y'all's help. Pick a number that's 1 through 4.
Yep.
Right?
4. Yeah.
Pick 2 numbers, 1 to 4. And then y'all will do this. All right? Good. Jason over on Twitch says he's enjoying it. George is enjoying it. Yes. Vital says, get the casino after selling those barrels. Exactly what we're planning on doing. Yeah. You got it. Yep.
Or even upgrade them before you sell them.
Seriously, right? Something. Right, but something, nonetheless. Yeah. All right. I feel more in control of this than we did.
Well,
because we were learning how to run
everything's up
Joe.
from there on Sunday.
It was a disaster. It was so bad.
All right, 2 and 1.
Well, hold on. Nope. It's going to be 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
And the reason is because there were 2 2s. No, the 2s were first. So the second one will go there, and we resolve this. So here we go.
Now, this one here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Abner's Willem, he has a strength. He has a base strength of 5, but he comes in as a strength of 7. So it's going to be a base of 5. Let me find one of the 5s. There we go. So base of 5, but needs to defend for 7. Now we'll do this in turn order. So Joe is first in turn order. So Joe has to pay.
He has to pay the mob strength, which is 7.
Right. So he just straight up says, look, I'm going to give you $7 to leave my stuff alone.
Right.
So from his money.
And if he can't afford it, he pays what he can. So.
Oh, and then he gets left alone?
He just left alone.
That's so gross. Yeah. So there's his 3. So he's done. Now, us, on the other hand, we are the defender. So ties always go to the defender. We only need a strength of 7. So looking at our board, let's see how this works. We have a strength of 2. And then each of the goons adds an extra 3 for a strength of 5. Well, 5 is less than 7. Mm-hmm. So ergo, we need to hire Joe in his muscle. That's going to cost us $4. Oh, wait, we have no cash. That sure looks like $8. That sucks. But it is what it is. It was worth it. So we paid Joe. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's enough because ties go to the defender. So therefore, we have now defended our area from Abner's Willem. So therefore, with that means
he's gone.
That he's gone because he did not put out any speakeasy. He's just out of the game.
Out of the game.
Just toss it up there. Yeah, whatever. That works.
And we got to move Sandra's boat too.
Oh, because we bought from there. Good call. So it would go there and there. Okay, good. Now, the other one that y'all chose, which is here, that is Bugsy Siegel. So Bugsy, he comes in as a strength of 6. There we go. Strength of 6. And nobody's there, so we don't care about having to defend. Nothing like that happens. Instead, just a couple of speakeasies come out. By the way, Vital, one thing that we highly recommend is, if at all possible, can you ask, and it might be too late, but put a little dot or a line underneath the 6, so that 6 versus 9. So there we go. Now, Bugsy came in, so he's now available in 8. And this says, normally, strength when attacking the boats, they never help with, but he does here. So he's going to be to where if we were to associate with him moving that up, that will now come into 8. There we go. So that is both the gangsters that have come out, again, in a 2-player game. That's it. But now we have this stack of these 2. And these 2 are 13 and 3. So 3 is right here, and 13 is right here.
Okay, that's better than later, but our still's in trouble.
No.
Well, no, I mean.
Yeah, that's going to be really strong.
Yeah,
I hear you. So that's where gangsters are coming out during the next mob war, and then there are 4 cops that will come out. So that comes out. So cops.
You replace the other
ones. We replace the other ones first. So I'm not going to bother putting out cops in the dead zones. So there, but there is one here. Oh, fine. I will put it out just to, even though it's completely out of play and whatever. All right. So that's 4, 5, 6, and 9. And again, this is random. So 4, 5,
oh, that's
6,
funny.
and 9.
Oh, look at them. They're just congregating there.
Okay. There we go. All right. So that, and now we do majority scoring. So we're going to do this left to right. So we start in downtown. And how this works is you see these markers right here in this track. So John's going to move these, and I'm going to call them off.
Yep.
So how this works, we'll do these 1 through 6, is who has the hierarchy of buildings. If there's a cop, it must be protected. Well, there is a cop, and they're both protected. They're both speakeasy, so they're the same hierarchy. That means both yellow and purple get credit for control. Yep. So they both get a bump. In 2, it's off limits, so nobody is there. Then in 3, even if it wasn't protected, he would have the hierarchy because he's the only one there because there's no cop, but because it's protected, it's good. So he gets the one there. Yep. Then the game mobsters get one there, nobody, and nobody. So now, if we look at this a little bit closer now, right there, you'll see that Joe is leading, so he gets the higher money amount. So he gets $30, and it's technically in a safe, but for him, it's all the same money. Then both of us are tied, so we don't get that one. We drop down one because we're tied, two of us. So we get $10. You know what? $10 is better than nothing. And because it's safe money, it is not liquid. It comes over here to the safe side.
Yep.
All right. So now that's done. Those can reset. Now we do the middle. Now we'll do it a little bit quicker. So, wait, that should be there, correct? Was that 7 that came out? There was a marker for 7?
Yeah, because it wasn't there.
Where?
That was from there before.
Okay.
So
all right. Just got bumped.
There should be
right,
8 cops out there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you're
good.
good.
All right. Nobody. Gangster or mobster, yellow, nobody, and gangster and purple. All right. So gangster takes that, and we're both tied. We drop down. Sadly, that's 0. Done. Okay. So then we do uptown. Uptown over here.
He's got this because the mobster speakeasy is last in hierarchy. It's not time.
You are correct.
Yeah, so it's,
back that up. You
sure.
were right. Okay. So hold on. It's 1, 2 for the mobster. There. It's 1 for us and 1 for us. Yeah. So we get nothing.
Yeah. It's just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No, we did that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the game technically gets 20, but Joe and us both get 0.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We did that right. All right. Cool. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Okay. Mob loses to Joe. Right. Did what? Did I say it wrong?
No, that's what I said. It's all right. Mob loses. We at first, that's what I said. We tied them.
Oh, I said both of them.
It's still the same payout, but yeah.
I said it wrong, but I knew.
Yeah.
Okay. Mob, player has hierarchy.
Yes.
So it's mob, yellow, purple. So apologies. Okay, that I just said the wrong thing. Sorry about that. All right. So now over here, what do we got? We got both of us because there is a cop, but you'll notice that there is a still and there is a speakeasy. In the hierarchy of things, it is protected first, then it is casino, then nightclub, then speakeasy, then still, then the games speakeasy.
Right.
So therefore, we get that one. So yay, haha, take that, Joe. Nothing, game. Well, because we're both tied, we don't get the top one, we get the middle. I'll take the $30.
30's not bad.
You betcha.
Yep. Hell yeah.
That works. All right, 30. So again. Yeah, that feels good.
Yep.
Yeah, we got housed on Sunday. This feels way better. All right, so we have done. Oh, by the way, when in doubt, here's the hierarchy. Again, it's protected, casino, nightclub, speakeasy, still, and then game speakeasy. All right, cool. There we go. Yeah, seriously, there's definitely a donut shop over there for sure. All right, so that is the end of the round. So therefore, we look at this. We just did the Lucky Luciano, which is all of that stuff except for the final scoring. By the way, that's a little out of focus. Let me fix that. Sorry about that, y'all. Don't know what happened. Boop. There we go. Hey, there we go. Now, Act 2 says return capos. But when we do so, we're only getting 3 capos each. So 2 of these guys are sleeping with the fishes. Those can go up there. So therefore, these come back to him. These come back to us.
Now you say they're sleeping with the fishes. I like to think they retired.
I mean,
They went to Florida.
I mean, well, this is the 30, so or the 20, so it's not Vegas. They didn't go to Vegas.
Atlantic City.
Yeah. All right. Now we do.
So there's
play
some
arounds.
Stuff for Joe.
Oh
to
yeah.
do.
Yep. Okay. So hold on one second. All right. Cool. Go for
At
it.
the beginning of the act, he shuffles his district cards.
Yep. I'll do that, and you do the rest.
And then he should have 2 remaining cards in his action cards here.
Okay.
They get shuffled into this next deck here.
Or the next set of 3 cards,
Yep,
right?
correct. Yep.
All right. Good.
So I'm going to shuffle those up.
Okay. So I am every day. Every day I'm shuffling. Woo! Get in there. Okay. And there. All right. And he starts. So
right.
go for it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Go into the commission.
Commission, yep.
And left side.
All right, so he's going to get a bump on still.
Okay. Which that now allows him to place a book.
Yep.
All
So
right.
now he's going to produce. He can now produce 2.
Okay. So he produces.
Two production at his still. He's got 5 barrels in his still right now. And then he's going to build a nightclub. So we're going to do a district card.
Gets a helper, and number 1 is unavailable, but he does get the helper. So looking at the helper card, now we need to look at what ones does he not
He
have.
has that one.
So $20, he has that bottle. And in fact, let me show y'all what it is we're looking at. So if you look at his bottles, he has that bottle. There's only one $20 bottle, which is the flask. He already has it. So then we look at a $10. There aren't. So then they're both $5. So then we go left to right. Does he have that one? No, he doesn't. He takes that.
Yep.
Which we know now he will take that one for sure. Okay, so that was that. Now
The
Joe's,
district one is unavailable. He's not
because he never upgrades, right?
right. Yeah, just want to double check that.
Yeah, exactly. Darth Randall says, retired to a nice farm upstate. Kind of like the animals in Dungeon Pets.
Yeah, he never upgrades.
Yep.
Okay, so
all right.
Well, here's a new district, but he's going to put a helper out this time.
Okay, or he puts a family member.
A family member out. Yep.
Right. So he
Correct.
puts a family member out into the docks, and the docks go into Midtown.
Yep.
And this is always top to bottom, left to right.
Correct.
So if you look, I have longer arms than that's why I'm doing this.
Oh,
so
good.
he basically just blocks off that spot right there. Does not get the bonus when he goes, correct?
Correct. Yep.
14 is available.
And this is a nightclub.
Probably a different kind of club, but whatever.
All right, now he's going to transport and then sell.
Oh, hey,
So-
he can do that now.
Yeah,
there
so
we go.
This is gonna,
All
It's
right.
going to happen. So he can transport his 2 barrels.
Okay.
So Joe doesn't use trucks.
Right?
He can deliver. It's limited to his fleet operation, which is 2.
Okay.
He first takes barrels from his stills. He's got plenty of those.
Yep. So
And he
here.
delivers first to his higher value operating barrels.
Okay, so we look at this one. That one already has a barrel, so we cannot do that one.
Yep.
Then we look at the other nightclub not operating as if it doesn't exist. Why? Because 5-0 is there. So that's not happening. So the only other options, his still, which that's where the liquor already is, so not there. So then we look at lowest to highest. So we look here, this is operating because it's protected. So it goes there. Then the only other one is this purple one in 12. Does not have Popo, so that goes there. So delivered both of those, done.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
he can only deliver 2.
Yep.
So, all right. So we did that.
Now he sells.
Now he sells. So the number of barrels Joe can sell is his party limit, which is 2. The price per barrel is based on his infamy track.
Which currently is 15 and 10, depending on hierarchy.
Yep,
Okay.
correct. And he can sell 2 barrels, and he starts with his highest value operating.
Okay. So now he has 3 barrels out there on the board, and he can sell 2 of them. All right. So the 3 are this speakeasy, and this nightclub. This nightclub is the hierarchy, obviously, of all of them. So when it sells, it's always going to sell for the higher value. So that's 15 to the safe or to his supply there. And then they're both tied. You always go lowest number to highest number. So this is the lowest number. So that one. So that is going to be a total of 15 and 10 for $25 all day. And you know what? Give me 30. And he now has 55. That is his sell. So that's Joe.
Yep, those are his actions.
All right, he is DUN done.
And I don't know if we mentioned it, when these action cards get played, they are discarded from the game.
Yeah,
so.
they're one-time use, right? Okay. Don't like tear them up. Not that. It's not a legacy. But.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now what the hell are we trying to do? We would like some cash. I like the idea of selling.
Yeah, because we don't want to launder anymore. So
Yeah, I'm tired of using this. In fact, you see this $50? I don't want Joe to get a big head and think he's the first one to get to a 50. He's not, so slow your roll, Joe. All right, so we want to be able to play a card to be able to sell. That's the easiest way to be able to sell. The other option,
we could attack, which would let us play a card too. Oh, we're selling. Right. Never mind.
when we don't have the strength to be able to attack.
Yeah.
3, 2, nope, we don't. So we have to sell. The place to be able to sell are those, which is the city planner or the restaurant. Because the restaurant, we are currently second.
I mean,
Okay. Give me 1 second. If we sell, we're playing we have 2 barrels currently available. That gets us a 3rd book. Being able to play a purple card, which allows us to sell and place 3 books. Where can we? That's 1.
only there, it looks like, on first glance. Because we don't have a crate yet.
And we only have 2 protected.
Yeah.
Level 3. No. So not that one. 5, 2, 4. 4. No. 2 at a casino. No. Having a speakeasy in each of the 3 districts. No, because that's a still. And the last one is 15. Not a chance. Okay, so not yet for the restaurant, but we're close.
You're not going to like this idea.
Okay, go for it.
So we could launder and build a casino.
Oh, God, come on. That's...
more specifically, upgrade it to where a barrel is and then sell it to the casino.
That costs us $30.
I know, but...
to make 5.
Right.
No, you're right. I don't like that idea. No, not at all. No.
You don't want to take a chance?
No, not yet. I see what you're saying because of...
Yeah, because action. It's just the order of operations, right?
Well... Oh, how you like me. What if we went to the restaurant 2 turns in a row? Because we get to play a card, and we could use the city tiles that produces also for us.
Right.
And then we could place another one on the docks, which would then allow us to attack, potentially.
And are we thinking of playing this party card? It's going to cost us a lot of cards to go there.
That's the only problem. Maybe not twice in a row. Because we need to get places to be able to have books out.
Returning to my terrible idea.
Yes, right. Okay.
If we have an operating casino out there and then go to the restaurant, then
we get $5 back. So that's $10 when it cost us $30.
I was never good at finance.
Okay, all right. Have a good night, Shelly. Get some rest.
I'm the muscle. You're the brains. So,
I'll be honest. I don't like any of the actions, any of our options in that regard. But okay,
I mean, we could build some more smaller buildings.
Okay,
get a book.
But again, we have no cash.
Okay, let's sell.
Thank you. We're going to the restaurant, so it's going to cost us a card. So
we want to be able to sell 3 barrels, right?
Yeah.
So we got to get rid of not that. Ugh. I'm thinking the 2 leverage one, unfortunately. Or that one if we're gonna use this to produce.
That's fair.
Because we can draw it. We can draw it.
Okay, good.
So it's the same thing. Look. So we
all
can
right,
get it right back.
That works out. So now the question is, do we pay another card to stay second? Are we going to put out protection? We still don't need to be clear, yet. And if we're just upgrading, but we are going to need to build, like if we want to be able to do this, all of those are police. This one we've punted on, and we could go there, but we would have to defend it. But we don't, we're gonna need.
And are you thinking of upgrading to a casino or building one straight out?
I don't know. I haven't gotten there. So the question here is, are we paying another card to go second to stay second?
Well, if we are talking casinos too, it costs us a card to do a casino, so we gotta remember that.
All right, we're gonna go first. All right, done. All right, not paying a second card. Okay, done. Good call. So now we're gonna go ahead and play a card first.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think we need to bump so we can sell 3 barrels.
we only have 2 available,
But aren't we producing again?
but we can only produce 2.
It just seems valuable to bump twice because how strong that infamy track is, but I'm just the advisor.
No, well, and it does get us more money if we do. Okay, the money it
gets
comes
us-
that it gets
yeah.
us more money. It gets us into the next bucket. All right, so we are, because we're going to be able to get to the. All right, I'm there. So we're going to go ahead and play a purple card. So it's going to get us a bump, and then we're going to pay a card.
And actually, I'm assuming order of operations, we go up first and do that first before
We'll get there. Yeah,
before we pay a card, though.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so we go up here. By doing that, we get each of those. So we get a regular card, an ops card, and we get a helper card. So the helper card, starting with that, I really want that one. I'm just saying, I know we have it now, but getting 2 more, I see no downside to that bad boy.
These are 20, and we're running out of cards.
He's going to take it.
No, he's going to take one of these first.
No, he won't. He has those bottles.
Correct, yeah. That's quite the pickle.
See, pickles are green. See, even more incentive. Yeah, we are starting to run low on cards. All right, fine. Fine, we will take that one. Fine. Go ahead and refresh it.
Maybe I'm secretly working for Joe.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Okay, all right.
And it's
Okay,
more money
all
at the
right.
end of the
Okay.
game, so.
Okay. Well, now he's going to take that one. So that still leaves us that. So
Yeah,
there's that.
there you go.
All right. So we got the helper. Now the ops card. What card are we going to...
Discard. Oh, ops card, draw. Yep.
Yeah, so take the red one. There. Okay. So that was the free cards for that. So now coming back for the second part of that is you can pay another card, and we will, to get that. So you know what?
Yeah.
I think we pay that one because I don't know that we're going to need to get to the 3 in our game. So we'll pay that one for the second bump here, the second bump there. And the important thing on that is that gets us to the next pay bucket. There. So. Okay, done. So we got that. We got those. And now we're going to actually sell. So, a moment. Oops. There we go. So now selling, we can sell... Oop, wrong one. We can sell 3 barrels. So we only have 2. So that is Speakeasy, and that is straight up cash. That's $30. Oh, now I'm willing to entertain the idea of building casinos and such.
30 is better than 20, which,
Yeah, that checks out. All right, so that is done. Now the second action, we do have 2 books, or we have those, and I think we're gonna go ahead and do these, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're only eligible for 1 book right now. So, well, yeah, we didn't put more production out.
We got 1 there.
Unless we want to get that spot before he does.
Oh, we need 4 of those in the third. Gee, good Lord. We have 2. 5. Yeah, no, this is the only spot, which would get us a bump somewhere, but I don't think that's efficient enough. I think doing this is better. So this says we get to produce. We currently get to produce 2 barrels. The barrels actually go onto the still window, the production, which those technically are right there. And then the second one is get a family member, and that family member, we don't have room to put it here, so therefore he's got to go out to the docks. getting a goon. I like the idea of getting the third book. I also like the idea of getting another city tile.
There's a bump out there. Bump city tile, which is always useful.
As is the helper card. I mean, I think we go city tile. The question is, who do we want to attack if we attack one?
And before we get too greedy, we do have a mob war.
Coming.
Yeah, so.
Understood.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we still go after that gray boat. Where's the gray boat? Right there. So that gray boat, because that gives us at least $15 right now. That is the most. Or the purple boat.
Both valid.
However, we could own all of downtown.
Right.
And we don't owe any money that way.
Do we want, as far as the permanent effects, we want +1 movement or +1?
I think the movement, since we're so spread out, because we're already at 3 selling, I don't think we're ever going to get an opportunity to get 4.
If for some reason Joe attacks down there, we'll get $4.
Yeah.
So.
No downside, right?
Right.
So we'll go there to the docks. Doing that, that's either a goon or a book. Well, between those, I think we go with a book.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about our strength, but it's a $1 goon, so. Yeah.
Because it's a $1 goon.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm a goon guy.
I hear you. Guido over here. All right, so these go out to any ones we want, and I like that idea.
Yeah, that
All
looks
right.
good, yeah.
Okay. So that is both of those, and we played a card. We draw a card now. So we have the ability to get a red card. We currently have liquor.
We need transport.
Transport.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a card. Okay, done. All right. Joe's up.
Okay.
Hey, John. Welcome.
So he's going to the city planner. Before we do that, should we take time to check the infamy track? I like to do that like halfway through the game, make sure.
Okay. How many should he be at?
So 3, 6, 8, 10.
He's at 10. Oh, hey, he's at 10. And then if we look at our board,
6, 8, 10. Yeah.
we are at 2, 5, 7, 9, 12. And hey, we're at 12. So that's just a good way to be able to check to make sure that are you where you should be. All right, he's going where? City planner. Okay.
Yep.
So left side there, done.
He's going to get a bump on party.
Okay, which he gets a bump here. He never gets these bonuses, so ignore that for Joe.
He's going to sell.
Nothing there.
Yep.
That's the only one he can sell,
Yep.
so therefore that's the one he will sell. And he almost, but not quite, reached that threshold, so that is there, which is $10. All right, our second action.
Yep. Yeah, his actions are so quick, which is great. You know.
Now, the crappy thing is he went to the exact spot I want to go. So, I like the idea of play some books. You know how I feel about that, yada, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, I think... Oh, pause. Before he went, actually, should have gone there.
Right.
Our mistake. My bad. So, he's already gone for this turn. But he will have gone to there because our action actually goes first.
Okay.
Which, technically, I told you that's where I wanted to go anyways. Mm-hmm. There. So, we have one action left, which needs to be protection. That's scary. But we'll cross that bridge. So we get either 2 builds or upgrades, and then we get to play a card. Or, yeah, because we can't sell. Yeah, this is the right thing.
And I know we want to cook books, but we're still only.
No, I'm not.
I know,
I put that the right.
Yeah, but we're only still eligible for one.
Agreed.
Yeah. So.
All right. So back to our player board. First one, I think we pay just straight up full amount. I really do. So looking at these, this needs two speakeasies. This needs a casino in a different area from a speakeasy.
Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
it's going to be there.
And we could take it from the mob or take it from him, and I kind of like to take it from him.
I like it. Well, plus we don't have the strength to take it from the mob, so I like that idea. So we'll take this one. It's going to cost us straight up $17 and a card.
Yes.
So there's $23. There. The card.
And so we get to draw a card at the end of this. So
I think
you're
it's
playing this
gotta be the red one.
Oh, I thought you want to do protection now.
No, we can't. We don't have
leverage.
it. I think we move the barrels that we have. And that gets us 4 out there. I think
which we need because we need to.
And then that allows us to sell. So I think we play the red card.
But we want to after our.
Oh,
turn,
I'm sorry. Pay the red card.
Right. But after our turn, we want to protect. Right, like our last turn.
Oh, back
so
up.
So it's operating.
First things first. We will have drawn the red card.
Okay. Yep.
There you go. So that I was ahead of myself in my head. So the question is, which of these do we want to keep? We have 2 I think we pay that one.
Yeah,
actually.
because we want to start bumping a
there
little
we go.
more too.
Okay. So we paid the $17. That is going to go here. Which hey, look at that, allows us to build a casino later on. Now, we do not qualify for this yet because it's not protected because it's not operating. Even if it was operating, it's still not protected. So therefore, it doesn't qualify for that. Now, the second one that we get to do, now we go ahead and upgrade one. I think. Or do we, because we have $13 cash. We don't get a discount. Oh, interesting. So, what if we just paid the $12 straight out and did a nightclub?
Or another casino.
Paying the extra card. I don't think we do.
Right, yeah.
What do you think?
We may want to bump on strength now.
Yeah, that's my thinking. So $12. We are straight up building that because can't upgrade, or we can upgrade, but we don't get a discount. The obvious place is here in the middle because that. But the problem with that, we can't there, we can't there, we can't there, we can here, but that's going to negate the. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the obvious place is not there.
Maybe we upgrade this speakeasy and we take that district from him. Because he's got 2 right now.
That's a fair point. We still don't get the discount, but the only thing is it's costing us $10 at the end of the game. But we're taking it from him there, so I guess it's a wash, right? And we don't have to worry about protecting it or anything else. All right. Out.
That's only costing us $5 at the end of the game, so.
Oh, they did. Well, no,
Right.
because that would be protected.
Oh, if we kept it there. Yeah.
Well, we get a bump. That's going to be strength. We've established this, so that will get a bump there.
I just think us winning this is going to pay off.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think. I agree.
I think. Wait. 1, 2, 3. It's tied. So
1-1-1.
Yeah.
So we're still taking $10 from him. So
Right.
it's a wash.
Yeah.
So now we can play any card, and I think we play that card. So playing that here. We don't get any immediate bonus, but we do get a movement of 5 for each of our trucks. So looking out here.
we're good.
So this truck will load up 1 barrel and go 1.
Well, what about the casino?
It doesn't exist.
Oh, because not. Yeah. Shit.
That's 2. And I think that one's done.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
shit.
one, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done.
Yeah.
And by doing that, we got more leverage with City Hall. Wah! A little aggressive on that. Sorry about that. Get those guys back up there and there. All right, that is our turn. That is technically the end of the second round.
Yeah. So
now it's our turn again.
Yeah.
So our last action, we have currently this not operating. So placing protection feels good. We currently have 4 leverage to be able to do it. We need to draw a card at the end of our turn.
Production, it looks like.
I think so. So an orange card. Yeah. So that's the end of our turn. Now it's the third and final round before the mob war. And so therefore.
Well, we can operate that casino and get goons. So I mean, it feels like City Hall's got to be the way to go. Because we can.
Oh, because we needed to be able to defend.
We can play this.
What do we need to defend?
The casino.
No.
Oh, defend up there. Yep.
And that is 8 to 10.
Yeah, it's
which
strong.
we currently are at 8.
So.
Hold on. Ha. Hold on. You say City Hall.
I do. What do you say?
I say the restaurant.
Okay.
Because then we're going to be able to protect this, which means we get that and we get that, which is bumps, which is the family member can go there and get us a goon.
That's why you're the godfather.
So we go to the restaurant. So we got to pay a book. We're going to play that card, so we can't sell that one. So we pay that card.
No, we need that to protect.
Oh, that's the one. Oh,
yeah.
So okay. So I think we actually get rid of the orange card, and then we will draw that at the end of the turn.
So are we gonna pay another card so
No.
we can put out 2 family members?
Do we need? We don't need to, but we want to.
Right.
If we do, we get rid of that juicy purple card.
There's plenty of party cards in the city. Right?
Fine. We'll go second. Okay. So now. Oh no. No. We can't do that. Oh no, we can't do this.
What?
We don't have it. Oh yeah, we can. No, we're only placing 1. Because we only have 3. We're still only placing 1. This is the only way we can do it. Because we're losing the 2.
Correct. That's okay.
I think so.
Unless you just. Yeah, because if we go first, then
We can't. We have to. Yeah, we have to play the card.
Right.
Yeah, we have to play the card first.
Yeah.
So discarding that, playing this card. So that card. Okay. Says we get a bump here, which means we get a bump here, which means family member. We don't have room. We're still at 2. So going out to the docks. God, do we need cards? Hold on.
We need cards.
But we also need the goon.
We got enough now, right?
We
3,
6. That's 7.
Oh, we need the goon. We need the goon. I don't think there's.
Book.
And we'll book. Right, because we'll have 3 protection.
Okay,
That's
so that's where that's a ton of money.
Yeah.
Plus a couple of bumps. Oh, actually, no, it'll be book, but even better. I think, okay, yeah. It's got to be the goon, right?
Yeah.
We're
because
in
if not, we risk losing that speakeasy.
Okay.
If it's an 8.
So it'll go up top. It's gross that it's a $1 goon, but whatever. And now we get to place protection.
Mm-hmm. At the cost of 2 leverage.
At 2, we have 3. So we get to place 1. That goes there. It's now officially operating.
Right.
So that is playing the card. Now we get to cook 3 books. We have 3. So first things first, looking over here into Uptown, we have a speakeasy that's protected. We have a casino that's protected. We qualify for that bad boy.
That's the obvious one.
That's $20 into the here, and it gets us a bump. There. The bump will be somewhere in... Oh, we can't. We can't cross that threshold. What one do we bump?
Family member? VIP, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, done. So that's one book. Book number 2 is going to be over there.
Did you bump for this?
I did. That's what got us up to that.
I thought this got us up to that. This.
Oh, you're right. Oh, good Lord. You're right. Yes. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 puts us there. Plus that is 16. Okay. Now we're good. So now, by placing here, we get one more bump, which means we get a bump here, which gives us 2 cards, or one of each.
That's too bad. So we don't get to draw the card.
No, I see what you're thinking.
Yeah. All right, so we wanted this one.
All right, so get a bump here first.
Oh.
I think the movement, or actually, I don't think we need it. Get closer to producing, maybe. I think it's probably late. This is what we desperately want, but we can't yet. Any that work?
Yeah, that works.
All right, so now we get one of each book.
So we're at 17 here?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, I think
So we're at 16, plus we get...
we already did that. I think we're at 16. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we haven't gotten the $15 for that.
Yep.
So now...
Because we got 14 and we got 2 bumps. We got this bump and that bump.
Do we go there? Or do we go for the 3 protection? It's a difference of $10.
That one, because he's gonna take that. He's gonna take either one of them eventually, and that one's...
I'm
better,
just thinking this gets us the extra cards.
Oh, right.
And I think that's more important than the $10.
Yeah, that's
I think right now
probably,
that's the most important thing. I think so. So there, which will get us another bump, which it can't be there, but at least when we produce 3 now.
That's why you did it, because you were... That's why you bumped ahead, because you were going to go there.
I think so.
I think that's what
I
you're
think
thinking.
that's what I was planning on.
Yep.
So
Okay.
there.
Cool.
Now, the 2 goons.
I think so. We can hold 3 now.
Yeah, I think so. So we take that, and we get a card of our choice. Oh, boy. We need to produce. We need to sell. We have to sell. So selling first.
Yeah, because we got 2 barrels.
Yeah,
out there,
so it's got to be the purple card. Okay. So we have done that and that. Now we draw a card for the end of our turn because we drew those cards for there. Have a good night, Alyssa. We need to produce again. And if we go after the ducks, we need an orange card anyways.
True.
Done.
Okay. So now his
So
last turn.
that's us. God, why can't we get one higher?
And then after he goes, we got to pay us for our skim.
So there's that. All right, Joe's up. Last action for Joe.
Restaurant.
Okay. So he goes to the restaurant.
So normally he'd take the last spot in turn order, but he can't. So he's going to go to the first spot. That's too bad because we don't get 2 skims.
Right.
But now he's going to cook books.
Oh, hey,
All right,
okay.
This is the first time he's done this. So
Okay.
Joe's books are always available.
Okay.
So they go in a certain order here. So first we're going to check zone goals.
Okay, does he qualify for the downtown goal? Does he have 2 speakeasies in different areas protected? No.
Nope.
Okay. Moving over to here.
Yep. Yeah.
He does not have that, nor does he have that one. So, okay, done. Next.
All right, then he's going to go to Town Hall. So that first one.
Does he have 3 protected? 1, 2, 3. The answer is yes.
Yep. So he gets $20.
Okay.
Then we're going to check the docks, which he does have because he has one crate.
That's another 15. Okay.
Ugh. The zeros are supposed to be easy.
Right.
And then he checks the infamy track. So he increases.
He cannot.
Because we took it.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so if Joe places less than 3 books, which he did, he places 1 book and only one on the leftmost available space of Central Park. He ignores the goals and any benefits, but gets $10. Okay.
Done. Here, give me 100.
You gonna let him do that to us?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he's earned it. All right. So that's the end of the round, but now turn order, and we get who has operate for every operating casino get $5.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? That just paid for Joe Masseria, so that works out. All right, that's the end of the second round. So now we are going to have.
So just a rule clarification: it does say he gets $5 for each operating casino. I did clarify it's only if he is operating it. I know it seems obvious, but the rules do say
It's a little ambiguous.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Peanut Gallery. Pick a number. Pick 2 numbers, 1 to 4. So the first one's going there. The second one is going there. And that better be an 8. If that's a 9 or a 10, we are in a world of hurt.
Oh, it's 8 through 10. I thought you.
This would be catastrophic.
Well, it could be way worse.
That's not great.
It's not great. It's all up to Jason.
Looks like, all right, so 3 is the first one.
Okay.
Feel free to cheat on this. That's okay. No, I'm kidding. All right.
That's the one we wanted.
Oh, that sucks so bad. You said up here first, right? Okay. So he owes $8.
Yes, he does. And he's got it.
So he has a strength of 7.
He's going to move in.
He pays that. And that goes to 3. Are there any, just tell me, are there any 8s left?
Oh, I mean, we'll look after, I'll shuffle again.
Well, no, but the order is the order. There's no 8, so we lose it. There's nothing we can do. Because we couldn't bump that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're playing the friendly variant.
1 is the next one.
Moonshine Mary.
Moonshine Mary comes out, and she has a strength of 10, so it wouldn't have mattered. Well, it's 8,
right,
but
yeah.
That sucks so bad. So we're going to lose our protection, our building, and our barrel. Oh my God, how did we let that happen? And the reason is that's 10. If you, oh my God, that's so bad. I hate all of you that chose 3, just so you know. We have a strength of 3, 6, 7, 8.
Glory around for the chat?
Yeah, glory to rum to each and every one of y'all. And 1 for Moonshine Mary. And 1 to, who was that?
Gambino.
Carlo Gambino for coming out there and not working with us. Okay, well, that sucks. All that goes away. And that goes...
I mean, I'd say we made some good money, though. It was fun.
We just lost a barrel of booze. That goes to... What number is that? 13. Ouch. Oh. Well, it was going well. All right. New cops come out.
So all these here.
There isn't a third out there, right? It's just those 2? Yeah. All right.
And then right there.
So there. There. It's upside down. And there. All right. Gangsters coming out everywhere they're not. So 6, 10, and 14. So 6.
And then our still in our casino.
Oh, God.
This is going to be a strength round.
Yeah, boy, is it. There. And the cops that are left. So 10. Yeah. 12.
And 2 and 3 it should be.
3. And 2. And now we do majorities.
Yep.
Oh, that hurt us so bad there. So bad. And we lost the majority. Okay, so we have that one. He has that one. And, yep.
Yeah.
So everybody gets $10. Mob, us, purple. Mob, us, purple. Nobody. Done. That didn't change. Then over here in downtown. God, this is so bad. Good news is we get that one.
Yep. We're still making money.
Purple gets that one, which should have been us. Nobody, and there, everybody makes $20. We would have made 40. 20. Yep. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 50. Still, that makes me sick. All right. It's our own fault.
It is.
And really, it's my fault since, heavy is the head, all
That's
that.
true, yeah. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yep,
Yeah.
and I blew it. All right, new round. Purple. Joe,
All right,
you're up.
so we're going to shuffle district cards.
Oh, yep, give me those, and then...
the last 2 are going to go in the 4 deck, and then these are going to be his cards for the rest of the game.
Yep.
Right, because he only has 4 actions left. There's 5 cards.
Yep. Have a good night, Chip. He says, it looks like solo game is every bit as challenging and thematic as multiplayer, and the bot's easy to run.
Yeah.
The bot is extraordinarily easy to run.
Yes.
It like Gallerist level
yeah.
of ease.
Yep.
Which is exactly what you want, because as you can see, you got enough brain space, enough stuff here going on that you don't need to invest in the bot. So go ahead, Joe.
All right, here we go.
Oh, God, this is a 4.
Kamish.
Okay. All right.
All right, so he's going to bump on VIP.
Yep. Keep
and
going.
Bump on party. So 2 bumps.
Okay. 1, 2. Done.
Okay, now he's going to build a casino. So we're going to look at district. First of all, he gets a helper card.
Again, the helper looking at this he has a $20. He doesn't have the $10, so he's going to take that one. Okay. And what district was it?
13.
District 13. He can.
He can. Oh, that's actually not bad for us because he's already got that one, right? So
You sell it however you want.
well, what I mean is it'd be worse if it was 16.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right, so he's done that. Now he's going to protect. So his protection is 2, so he can put out 2 family members.
Yep.
He's going to start with districts with cops.
Okay. There, done. No cop. District with cop and cop. So,
Yep, so
there you
protect those
go.
2 buildings.
There and there.
All right, now he's going to cook books. So zone goals, he still doesn't meet that one.
All right. So, no.
Yep.
Okay. Other books.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. Okay.
Town hall. So does he have 5 protection?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does.
Yep, so that's 20.
Another $20. All right.
Docks. He still only has 1 crate.
Yep. So can't do that.
And then infamy track.
He cannot. The infamy track's done. He will not. So he's going to place 1 here and get $10.
$10. Yep. And then I'll actually give me a 50, please.
Yeah.
I think I might start playing. I'm gonna join Joe's team. I think in a minute here.
I think you already have it. Sounds like. All right. So he's done. So our turn. We need strength. We need to partner up with somebody who's stronger.
Yeah.
Moonshine Mary sure looking good right now.
Gambino free to protect the still.
That's a +1. Oh, he's
It's
free.
free to protect specifically the still. And
I like it. Okay, so we do have a helper. I
can
see
hold
no
3.
reason not to.
I mean, the docks are got a
We
lot of
need to
docks.
boost our strength 1. That's it. We need 1 strength. So yeah, I think we go ahead, use that. 2 family members. Now they both currently, we only have 1 building out there. Are we going to build? We only have $6. We could sell once for a total of 20. We could, or the question is, do we put it out there for the extra strength, for a card, a city tile? That's a casino. We have 2, 1 and a casino. So it could be the build right there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the question is, do we get a second city tile? The second city tile could be the bump, and the bump is for strength.
Yeah.
I see no reason not to do that. So we'll go there, get that city tile. Okay. So that was that.
Yeah, that was all that.
Now, our turn. Help me out. I lost my train of thought.
Well, we were going to go to commish.
The commission change partnerships. Yes, correct.
Which could get us a bump.
Absolutely. Oh, so if that's the case, do we choose a different? So hold on.
And these bottles aren't great for us because we have pink and white already. Because you can take a helper card
I
instead.
don't know that we need the books.
Bump gets us $15 in the bank.
It will.
And another step.
Oh, we're
closer.
definitely taking the
Yeah.
bump. And the bump's going to be in strength. So the question I have is, do we take that? It gets us the five.
We need another bump to get to that last.
You know what we're
Bucket?
going to.
Yeah.
So yeah, never mind. Okay, so we're going to get a bump. The bump is going to be there. That is going to be the production card. To cross this threshold, you need to pay a card, and that was the hard part for us. So that bump then is going to get us $15 for getting to there. Just straight up $15 into the safe. Good. So that's done. Now we get to change our partnership and hire goons. So the partnership we've already established is going to 3 Carlo there. So he will come back. He goes to 9. So this, Carlo says, when you defend, it's free to hire him. So that's just going to give us a 7 strength.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, we're looking at 10 to 12. So
That's 7, that's 11, 10, 11. Right? 7,
11,
11, 12, 13. So
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, and it's going to cost us a lot. It's going to save us $8, which is
It's going to save one of those for
Yeah.
sure.
and save us money.
And then we need 1 goon and we're safe on everybody.
Yeah.
So we need to hire goons. I think we hire 1 goon.
I'll flip them over.
Only when you use them,
Oh, really? I thought.
technically. Well,
Okay.
here, you know what?
Yeah, there you go.
There. All right. I think we only hire the 1 goon. Because we're not going to need, now that we have this strength, we can take care of the boats on our own.
Yeah.
So that's the only goon we need, right? So
Yeah.
let's see. 4, 11, 12. 4, 11, 12. I paid the 2. I forgot to actually get
You
the
paid the
goon.
2. Yeah,
So
yeah.
there we go. That's all that our action. That's
Draw
the
a
end of the
card.
first round. Draw a card. Maybe the production again. Now that we got that, I think the production.
So we are going to, because we're going to go to
Back
the
up.
docks at some point, right?
Yes,
And then our last action may be the restaurant. I don't know.
we're done.
Okay.
He's up.
All right. That's a 4. He's going to the docks. Maybe we'll make some money here.
All right, we'll see how it goes.
So he's going to get a bump on stills. So he gets a bump.
All right, and up to 14 for him.
He's
Okay.
going to produce. So he produces 2
Okay.
still. And now he's going to attack a rum runner. All right, so go through that again.
Whoever has the most boats, or most barrels.
Joe always attacks the ship with the most barrels.
Purple.
Yep.
Purple is here in the middle. That we have 2. We get $2 from the game. Okay.
And what act are we in? We are in Act 3.
We are.
Correct. So he gets $15. And he gets a barrel. Which one?
Bottom.
Yep.
And he takes this one.
Yep.
And that comes out.
Oh, that was one of the ones we were thinking about getting.
No, top one.
Well, that one's pretty good now, too. That's 12.
It is.
It's not as much. And then we have to move the ship.
That is the purple boat. The purple boat skips to my loo. That gives us 3 targets.
This is supposed to go in his highest operating building. So,
Which?
The casino.
Casino over there.
Yep. They go from the attack ship to one of his higher value operating buildings.
Okay.
All right. So next is he's going to cook some books. So zone goals first.
All right. No. Okay.
Then he's going to check town hall again, which is
7. I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. But he does have a second crate.
Yep.
Which
So
is
15.
15. Okay.
And then infamy again, which we know he doesn't have.
Which then
Central
means
Park.
here, which is 10.
Yep. So I'll take another
100.
Yeah.
Okay. That's his action.
That's it.
Up.
Yeah.
Now that we have strength, we have 3 actions left. We take out boats. We somehow produce and sell. Like, question? Well, producing is 1 action. And taking out the boat.
Yeah, and when we take out a boat, we can put it there.
Right.
Or there. We can put it wherever we want.
And then we sell.
On the beginning of the next round. And then we only have 1 action. We have 3 actions left. Okay.
Yeah. So I think we go to the park, which is the docks. He gets $5. I hate it, but what can you do? All right.
Yeah.
So the first thing for the docks, we get to get a free goon. I see no reason not to do that. So the free goon for us, as shown right there, play an orange card and then take out a boat. So looking at our board, it's a $3 free goon. That's not terrible. Play orange card. That is 1 bump for a card. We're gonna draw a card.
Yeah, and I think it's worth it because it gets us to that next tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna discard that.
And actually, this jazz card's better because it gets us a family member.
So that now gets us into the last bucket. Never made it this high. I'm all excited now. And when we do that, we get to produce. We produce 4 barrels.
We sure do.
Okay.
You can only sell 3.
Yeah, but I mean, still, that feels good. So 4 barrels of gin, medicinal gin at that.
Isn't all gin medicinal?
I mean, you can make that case, yeah. All right, so now we get to attack a boat, and we are going to. So looking at the boats, what's going to get us the most money? That is $12. That is $15. That is 5. That is 12. Pretty sure that's the right one.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to go after the boat, it's through that. So you can't use your partner, your associate. However, the gray boat is currently downtown. So here, which means we get to use all 4 of ours. We use the strength as it is, a base number here, which is 4, multiplied by all of the people on the docks. And if they weren't our color, for $1, we could hire each one. So $1 per. But 4 times 4 is 16. We need to exceed 12. We did that.
Yep.
However, this says that $1 per. And you could pay goons as well for an extra +1 strength. We don't need to worry about that. We have that. They're all ours. Great. So we take the crate. We take a barrel. One guy comes home. Move the boat.
So take crate first. That's going to be...
As we said, that's going to be $15 liquid cash because 3 times 5 for 15.
And it flips over and we have that permanent +1 distance.
There we go. There. Okay.
That barrel can go anywhere on the board.
And that barrel, I see no reason. We are yellow, not purple. So yellow, it'll go there.
I don't know why I pointed to that one.
Yeah. Threw me off. I'm like, wow, we have a lot more built. No, I forgot what color we were. And then the gray boat will move. No. There.
And we return a family member. And we do have space.
So that will go there in any of the 4 from there. Sure. And that will go there. If it didn't have room, it would go back into the supply. So that is our second action done. Nobody did the restaurant, so we just go to the next
Draw
round.
card.
And we need to do that. Okay. We also wanted to, so restaurants. Because we want, okay, we have enough defense.
We sure. Let's just
Positive.
double check. Okay.
4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
So it's 10 to 12. So we have plenty for both to defend both of those.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, and one of them is a free.
Free.
So what do we need to do? We can sell 3. We have this. So I think we sell as our next action here. And we upgrade. Let me think. So we need to be able to sell.
We're only going to have 1 card, so we won't be able to play a card up there. So we could upgrade and sell. Or build and sell.
But the problem is we're not going to be able to have it protected. I think upgrading.
We can't upgrade anywhere. We only speakeasies.
Oh.
But we can straight build, though.
We can. But we could do that same thing with this.
Right.
So the card, we go there, do these 2. That will get us a card, and then we can play it. Doesn't matter what color card. Get one you want to discard.
Okay.
The purple one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't need the family member. So that's us. All right, Joe's up. Go.
Joe's final turn. Here's his capo.
Or final turn of this round.
Yep.
Penultimate action.
So he's going to the city planner.
Okay.
And
Done.
he's going to bump on purple.
Okay. And that is a bump here. Does nothing for him.
And he's going to sell.
Nothing. There. He gets $20.
Yep.
Done.
Okay.
Our turn. We go to the restaurant. We're going to go first.
I think it's
we
a
have
skim, too. Forgot about that.
It will.
Yeah.
We have to play that to discard, or discard that. 2 city tiles. The city tiles have to be done first because we don't have a card and we don't have books, so don't have a choice. We're going to go ahead and get a bump.
So you're going to give us a card.
That's the important thing. The realistically, maybe there.
That's the only one we can do.
Now we could bump that.
Oh, is that okay? Yeah.
So we get that bump. That bump is going to get us this, which now gets us 1 of each card. This now.
We get a book.
What?
If we take this and play it, we'll get a book, and then we could cook books. We're already spending. Yep,
yeah.
Gotcha. Yep.
So the question is, what action do we want to take next turn? Obviously, sell. Or do we transport this turn?
And then sell, because we can sell 1 extra barrel.
It gets us 1 more, right?
But there's nowhere to put it. I think we just have to sell them.
Yeah, I think we take the purple card.
Yeah. I mean, because what else? There's nothing. You can't transport anything. We don't need production. Everything's protected except for the still.
We have all of these. So the question is, what action do we want? Getting a card feels like probably, and I don't.
Well, because this will help us if we need a restaurant action.
Okay, done.
And I think our last action of the game has to be to operate that still. It's $20.
Oh, you mean protect it?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right. So now, second tile, we build a casino. We still have no discount. Stupid. $17. Oh,
Is
God.
that worth it? It's only going to make us $3, right? And we have to protect it.
Oh, and then we can't play a card. Oh, mistakes have been made. I guess we don't do that.
We just play 1 city tile.
Oh, that's so gross. And then we play the purple card. God, that's so bad. We get a book, which is a cow's opinion. And then we sell.
Which is still pretty good.
That.
That's $50.
And that, which is $50. Oh, that's so gross, though. And that's liquid. Done. That's it. Oh, that's so bad, though. This is so.
It's close. It's. I think we're gonna lose, but I think it's pretty close.
Oh. All right. So that's the end of the third act. We skim $5. Done. All right. 1 through 6. Peanut Gallery. 2 numbers.
I think there's 3.
We're gonna pick one. 1 through 5. Pick a number 1 through 5, and I will pick the third one down, which is that. There we go. Meyer Lansky comes in as a 9. There. He goes into 6. He gets 2 speakeasies. 1 there. 1 there. Have a good night, Paul. All right. So, looks like number 3 is the first one.
Okay.
So that is Vito Genovese. So he comes in as a boss. I mean, 10. Part of the head of the Genovese crime family. So he's 12, but it's our still. Our still says we get to hire Carlo Gambino for free. That's 7 for him. Oh, Joe has a casino as well, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, $5.
Oh, good call. All right, so we have a strength of 4. We hire him for free because it's our still. That's 11, and that is 12. So that defended, and then...
He does move in.
Yep, Vito comes in to 10. I'm sorry, yeah, to 10. And then finally, it looks like 5. So the bottom one. And that will be Dutch Schultz. He comes in as a 10. I'm just glad you guys are picking the highest numbers possible. Thank you, everybody.
Well, and he's going to owe 12.
He has to defend, so he owes 12. Give me 15. Okay.
Finally, Joe pays some money. Jeez.
And now we have to actually pay the $8 for that. Done. And Dutch goes away.
You paid the
Doesn't
goons
come
for
out.
that too.
I did not. 7-11 goon. Singular.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Done. Okay, now we do majorities. Again. Us, purple, red, red. Nobody. Done. Red, red, yellow. No, wait. Back up.
No, it's Purple.
Back up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Cops.
Oh, cops, right.
Got ahead of myself. Sorry about that. Because that matters. So that is yellow,
Yep.
purple, game. Yeah. So nobody scores on that.
Well, don't we get $10 because we're
Oh,
tied for second?
we both do.
Yeah.
You
I
are
guess that's
correct.
still 0. Regardless, yeah.
So, red, 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 red. Nobody scores for the middle because
All
nothing's
right.
protected.
Right.
Then here it's purple, yellow, red. One of each, so we all get 20. So that's a net 0. Color up to a 50 for him. And we have 30, 40, 50 as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where we're at. Okay. And did I give him the 50 already?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. All right. Last action.
Shuffle district cards. Capos return. 1 capo returns.
Right. So
Yeah.
off, 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 off. 1, 1. There we go. So our final action. $20 if we take out.
Yeah, I was thinking it's got to be that, right? Because I can't see any other way to make money right now.
Placing that.
I mean, does building a speakeasy get us the majority? No, we're not doing that. But it's $10 protected. I mean, I think
This is so bad.
that's all we can do.
So we
is-
lose our still? Because that's $20 either way.
We have to protect it.
We don't have to, but it's $20. Unless we can do something that's more than $20, it's a wash. And that gets us a barrel. The barrel doesn't matter if we can't sell.
We must not have drawn a card at the end of our turn, right?
We had to have drawn a card.
Yeah.
Fair. So it would,
Probably red.
for protection, yeah, I think so.
I think, unless let me see.
Unless we're taking out the docks, it would have been orange then. But we're already maxed on orange.
Can't sell anything. Not transporting. It's a waste.
Oh,
I think we
that's
just
so
have to
bad.
protect that still.
I think so. So red card is what we would have drawn. All right. So first things first, might as well throw that there. We get a purple card to sell.
Can we restaurant and play a card and book? Can that book go anywhere?
Let's see. Do we have no and 15 strength? 11, 12, 13.
Oh, no. Yeah, sorry.
So bad. Well, it was off to a blazing start.
I think we're still. People know us in this town. I mean, we're not nobodies. It is kind of funny. We only have 3 buildings.
That's so bad. That's so bad. So I think, okay, so getting a family member doesn't help us really.
No. We gotta protect this still.
I don't know that we do, because that's $20.
Can you find more than $20?
That's the
Yeah.
key, right? I'm trying to figure out a way. Cook in the books.
Not only does it get us 20, it gets us 25 for the skim. That gets him 5 too, though. So
Yeah, so that's a wash.
yeah.
Oh, I don't see anything better, actually.
Helper card. I mean, we got. There's this one, but that's $10. So.
It's $10. If we could, there's nothing that gets us the helper card though,
No.
right? So there's literally nothing we can do that other than
Operate the still.
protect the
Protection.
still or go to the docks. And going to the docks literally does nothing for us other than we get a barrel, but all that does is show how badly we did. And it gets us $20 because of that. So might as well just protect what we have. That's so gross. Here.
Yeah, just in case. Like, oh, it doesn't.
There. We'll stay first.
We have the leverage.
So then we need play a card. We'll play that. We can't get the bump because we don't have the card to discard, but we do get to place that. We have 5 leverage. We need 4. This goes out. Done. It's worth $20. And then the last thing is either cook a book or we could build a casino, but building the casino doesn't do us any good.
Unless we can protect it.
Right, which we can't.
Well, build the casino first, but that's only $3 because we got to pay, and we don't have a card.
So no, it's moot.
Yeah.
So the question is, can we place this anywhere? So that's full. No, 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 no. 15. 4,
Yes.
11, 12, 13. No.
Spot. The only problem, it would cost 17 to build the casino. So
Nope, doesn't work. I don't see it. Build the casino with the city tile and protect it with the card at the restaurant. But then we lose the still, so it's moot. Because we don't have 6 leverage. 8 leverage. So, no. We're done. That's it. His turn. Go.
all right.
Oh, we draw a card, but it's moot because end of the game.
Restaurant.
I mean, makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Changes turn order.
Yep.
He gets a bump on party, but he's full, so it doesn't matter.
No bump.
He's gonna build a nightclub.
Insult to injury.
So,
What a
helper
pink. He doesn't have pink,
Yep.
so he takes that. Okay.
District 13.
13 is full.
District 1.
Full. And second helper card, so no.
14.
Full.
And he gets a family member out there.
Okay, on the docks.
Yeah.
And that goes right there. Okay.
5.
5 is full.
15.
Out of play.
9.
9 is yes. So there. There. There.
He's gonna protect it too.
There. Okay, so now he puts out protection.
Yep. So he can protect 2. He starts with cops,
Well, which
is
are everywhere. And he only has, no, he has 2. There and there.
That's the kiss of death right there.
Yeah,
that was
that
the swan song.
That did it.
And then
Okay, and now he sells,
but he
but
has no barrels. out
has
there.
no barrels done. All right, so we go into final scoring. Final scoring. This is what really hurts. So we'll do, hold on. There we go. Do as we say, not as we do. So this does not count for bottle collection. It's only different ones. So that is 30. That's $40. Make it 50. Make it 100. Done.
Oh, let's get our skim. I mean, he gets it too, but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
moot, but yes. So there and there. And now his bottle collection is
So he's got all different ones.
on, there you go.
So he's got 10, 30, 35, 45, 55.
That's gross. Okay, and now building types per that. So here we go. So it is 10 for Speakeasy. They have to be protected or they don't matter. 15 for the nightclub, 20 for the still, and 20 for the casino. So looking at this, we'll do his first. 10, 25, 40, 50, 65, 65, 105. Clearly he built better than us. You can add up his total. 15,
Got city.
35, 55. Boy, did we get smoked
And
like
that's
a pack
not
of
all.
fools.
Joe adds $1 for each city tile on his board. So in this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not that he needs the $6, but
Yeah, that's just insult to injury. All right, so your total is us in last place. That is 310, 320, 330, 334, leader in the clubhouse.
to 424.
Didn't say I was good at it. There you go. That's tag team solo speakeasy. So yeah, you wanted to talk about the 2-player real quick, briefly,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna wrap it up. And then if you're a patron, you get our thoughts on the solo, because sponsored, we don't do these on there. So, but patrons will see it over in Slack. But anyway, 2-player.
Oh, it's great. It's this side of the map. It doesn't feel like it was tacked on. It actually feels like the perfect mode. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's
Okay, so
certainly worth it. It's a great 2-player game.
okay,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty clear we enjoyed
Yeah.
the solo. Again, we played level 2 of 4. Judge.
It wasn't
how
level
you-
1. I mean, it's not easy being a gangster.
For real, again. Yeah, Joe is not to be trifled with. That's a fair point. So, we've played it solo now. You've played it 2-player. You've played it 3-player.
And 4-player.
And 4-player.
Yeah.
And yeah, it pretty much works all the way around.
Yeah.
So, big thanks to everybody over at Eagle. So, Randall and Shelly, Vital, like everybody. We really appreciate the support. They sponsored the stream as well as provided us with the pre-production copy. If y'all did enjoy it, like, subscribe. It really does help the channel. Half y'all out there watch, just don't subscribe. It just really genuinely helps the channel. Really would appreciate it. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can go patreon.com/HCHQ. The Kickstarter is currently live, which God bless Randall having to manage that while he's at Spiel. So be patient since he's at Spiel this week. But the link's down below. If you found value in what we do, then let him know. Put a message over on the Kickstarter page or leave a comment down below, and I'll check it out when y'all leave it. So I'm Edward.
John.
All right, y'all have a good night. Thanks, everybody.
Good
We'll be
night.
back tomorrow night. Bye, y'all.